things that you showed me, the videos, the Hellbenders. Is that what it was called?
Oh, yeah.
Remember how fucking scary those were?
Dude.
Like the monster coming out of the mailbox and like eating the old lady. I was always sitting here like, no, you gotta stop.
I only remember like socks for your feet, silly.
Socks for your feet, silly. Those videos are funny as shit.
Yeah, dude. I remember like all of those old YouTube videos, and I've gone back and watched some of them. A lot of them are really fucking dog shit.
Yeah. Okay, but the Filthy Frank ones still smack.
Yeah, the
I
Filthy
to this
Frank ones
day
are
still
funny.
show people the Pimp My Wheelchair video because I think that might be the funniest video ever made, hands down.
yeah.
It's so funny.
Dude, I actually rewatched that maybe a good 3-4 months ago, and I was still fucking dying
It's
at
so
like when he goes up to him and he's like, listen here, you ungrateful sack of shit. And he's like yelling, and he's like getting in his ear, and he's like, man, you don't gotta talk to me like that. And he's like, you want me to act like this? And then he starts doing the gorilla noises.
My favorite is where he's like seeing him off in the distance, and he like sees him like wheeling up like to shoot the scene pretty much, and the dude he's just like, look at this fucking guy. He's like, what do we say to him? Like, how do we talk to this man? And then he comes up and he's like, what's up, blood? What's up, blood? He's like, man, what the fuck? Oh, it's good. Or he's like, this is hard work. And he's like, what the fuck do you know about hard work? You never even stood.
Yeah.
That one gets me every time. I was like, that's fucking hilarious.
Oh,
That man
God,
really
dude.
got out when, like, the perfect time to get out.
Yeah.
Because it was, like, right when everything was getting, like, super PC. He's like, fuck that, I'm going to just make music.
Well, I don't even think it was for that. I think he stopped. I think due to health reasons.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
And Joji was having a lot of seizures at the time,
Yeah.
and so he swapped to doing music instead because he actually wanted to do music more. And Filthy Frank is such a heavy role for him that he's just like, I can't do that shit anymore.
But I mean, like, man, literally finessed.
Absolutely.
He finessed. Like,
Absolutely.
that's all I can really say. I don't know who he finessed, but he finessed him because he really did like escape without getting in trouble for all the shit he said. Then jumped into a music career, and then he's making like, and he makes bangers. Like, it's not shitty. Like, I'll be sitting here listening to shit like, God damn, every song on this bitch is good as fuck.
Really good.
His newest
Really good.
album's fire too. I was like, this shit's banging.
I didn't really like Pink Season too much, but I mean, it was. Wait, no, that's what it's called.
Wait, you being serious though?
Yeah.
But that's the joke album, ain't it?
No,
I
Pink,
thought you were doing a bit.
no, the Pink Eye album was the. No, you guys just started laughing.
I think
I
Pink
thought
Season
Pink
is the name
Season-
of that second album he did.
The newest one, yeah.
No,
Wait, there's a new album?
I'm talking of Filthy Frank specifically.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were-
See,
no,
I thought you were
not
doing
Joji.
a joke where
I went
you
back
were,
to.
Yeah, but I thought you were making a joke, being like acting like that was his new music.
Oh.
You're like, who the fuck
And
is
I was
Joe?
like, that's fucking hilarious. You're like, yeah.
I was like, wait, no, wait.
Explorer, that song really speaks to me. And you're like, I'm like, wait a second, boy, hold up.
You're like Nickelodeon Girls, certified banger.
Dude, I put Blanket onto that shit, and he would just be bumping it loud as hell in his room, and he's like, God, this Dora the Explorer. I'm like, don't sing that shit too loud, my boy. We're gonna get in trouble.
Oh shit! It's always like so funny to remember like that he did like all that Filthy Frank shit, and then now he's doing like sad slow boy music.
Honestly,
good.
It's
It's good.
it's
Yeah.
a testament to how smart the man really is.
Yeah.
Because that was like a come up, right? Like, he already started off at the peak of like the YouTube game. Then when he switched to the music game, he's still like right here. It's like still good.
Yeah.
So man, what else? What else has he got?
And he's untouchable. Like no one can cancel him. He got out
Like the
at
Dave
the
Chappelle
perfect.
of YouTube.
Yeah, the Dave Chappelle.
Bro,
of-
we gonna talk about that? Did you hear
oh, where he
about the
almost
dude
got
trying to rush
tackled
him
on stage.
Did
yeah.
you watch that video?
No, I actually
Did you watch
haven't
the video
seen
of that?
the video.
I don't think I saw the video
Bro.
either, actually.
Bro, as soon as this man gets on stage and like he kind of like tries to tackle Dave Chappelle and Dave Chappelle falls over, as soon as he does that, there's like 7 guys in the background backstage just snatch this dude up. And
Oh, I
you
did
can
hear
see
about
in the
that, though.
background them have him against the wall. Like you can see that obviously he's against the wall and like 7 dudes are looking at something. They were beating the shit
They
out
were
of him.
beating the shit out of him. I saw the pictures.
Dave Chappelle came to the mic. He goes, "I'm gonna go beat the fuck out of this dude real quick." And then he comes back and he's like,
I've always
he's
wanted to
like-
do that. I wanted to beat a nigga's ass behind the backstage.
And apparently Jamie Foxx was there too, and he beat the guy up
Yeah.
too. So it's like, what the fuck is going on?
They just
bro?
invite people from the crowd. They're just like, all right, everyone beat the fuck out of this guy.
That's wild, bro.
I think even Chris Rock came out and was like, Was that Will Smith?
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
He say that for real?
Yeah.
That is fucking hilarious. You think all that happened because of the Will Smith thing?
The guy apparently, I have to look it up because I want to say the wrong thing. I think it was something about
Honestly,
his grandma.
we should just make up some really fucked up shit about him and gaslight him.
True.
No, I'm just kidding.
I think he honestly wanted to molest Dave Chappelle, and then Dave
I heard he fucked kids. 100%.
Yeah. Like, I think he went up there to go and ask Dave Chappelle if he would fuck kids with him, and then Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle's like, no, you can't do that here. No.
What are they calling it now instead of being a pedophile? It's
a Korean. No, all right.
No, that's called normal to them. That's just normal day. No, what is
Filipino.
Damn, what is it called? It's like
the minor
attracted
person.
Who the fuck? Like, how do you get away with wording it pedophile like that? Listen, you can get wrong wording something so fast, but somehow that pedophile thing just got the green light, and everyone's just like, "Oh yeah, you can word it like that. That's fine."
I have not heard anyone actually supporting that.
Not us, but like the internet.
On the internet, I don't see people like actually supporting it.
Oh, okay. Well, thank God.
No, I know what you're talking about though.
Yeah, I know what it is.
Picking up more traction in like colleges and shit than anything.
They're like, it's still a gender on the spectrum, or a sexuality on the spectrum.
He cannot help it.
It's like, yeah, you can help it.
I was just talking about on our way here. I was like, it's crazy how that Me Too thing picked up, but as soon as it started like leading to like famous people, and even though we already talked about this last week, but when it started getting to like the famous people and then like the politicians, like fucking kids, everyone was like, no, we can't. Cut the mic, don't tell them about that. And it got real hush about that. And then I think Johnny Depp's the only man that survived like the Me Too thing. Everyone else.
Terry Crews did too.
Who?
Terry Crews.
Oh yeah, but he didn't really like take anyone to court. He just talked about it.
Yeah.
The guy lost his
have.
job, but I mean.
Wait, what happened?
When he I can't remember.
Well, I know the context of like what happened to him, but I didn't know he like lost his job. You say he lost?
No,
his
not
job.
Terry Crews.
Oh, the guy that it happened to.
Yeah.
Okay.
The guy
good.
that it was doing it.
Yeah.
Bro, that's a wild thing to think. Like, how the fuck did Terry Crews? Like, first off, who looks at Terry Crews and is just like, yeah, I'm gonna grab his dick. Right here in public, and no one's gonna stop me.
Which is like,
swollest man, one of the swollest man I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, go ahead. Well, that's why whenever I like heard of that story, I'm like, that guy like had the biggest balls in the world and was on cloud nine for a solid.
He was feeling
5
himself.
seconds.
That
and Terry Crews.
Jewish man was definitely feeling himself. That was a good one. That's funny as shit. Yeah, but that's crazy, bro. Because like,
I think
go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think it's just a testament to how like
comfortable they got.
Yeah,
Just
and
being-
how serious that some of that stuff really is. It's like even a man as big as Terry Crews, he could probably break your neck without really thinking about it. You know, he was so blindsided. He was like, "What the fuck do I do?
It makes
How do I talk about it?"
It makes me mad because like how I want that scenario to go is there being footage of Terry Crews just fucking this dude up, and then I put it on repeat and watch it, and I laugh because that's what I want to see.
Yeah, I mean, because we talked about this a lot last time, so I don't want to keep on it, but you know, it's just one of those things where you see how crazy powerful they get to where it's like he knew if he were to go and punch him in the face, like he would have no career. And it's just one of those things where it's like that's so fucked up to be like, oh yeah, you have to go and do this.
Like, he has to go home to his kids after shit like that. That really blows my mind.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here like, because I would have just killed him. I don't even know what, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even know what you do except for get violent. Because I wouldn't have been able to just been like, what the fuck, dude? I would have been like, you're dying.
Yeah.
My dick. Like, if someone grabs your dick in a joking manner, like if it's another dude, you're just kind of like, it's a joke.
Nah. No.
It's a joke.
Matt just reached to grab Trayvon's dick.
But if like the man's intentions was to hopefully get Terry Crews in the bag, like you know what I mean, like get him in the bag for sure.
Absolutely.
So it wasn't like a joke. It wasn't he was just like, I want to fuck Terry Crews, and then he went for it.
Don't we all? Don't we all? Come on, be honest.
Fighting, boy, bro, I was fighting off saying some fucked up shit. I was like sitting here like, don't do it. The bead of sweat going down my nose as I'm like holding it back.
Key and Peele switch. Or, fuck.
The sweat.
Yeah. Skits. That's the right word.
God damn, dude. But the topic that I wanted to go over.
We're not going to have sex with you on the podcast.
All right.
Sorry, dude. Just let that one go.
We can cut it.
You pressed for it long enough off recording.
No, it's all right. It's cool. No, but because we were talking about in the group chat, so it was a little bit, but I wanted to like see what your guys' opinion on like the Marvel movies, like MCU and all that was.
Bro, it's so weird because me and Trayvon will like every time we get in the car at first, we're just kind of like.
There's always a very slight prerequisite that me and Matt talk about, just like general conversation on our 37-minute drive over here. 'Cause it's kind of far.
I wonder whose fault that is. It's crazy.
But, funnily enough, we actually we like glanced on this topic.
Yeah.
You know, in the last
but
5
we did that
minutes.
last week.
We did
when we were talking about serial killers, and then we were talking about we were pretty much discussing American Psycho, like what the story is overall about. Like, you know, we don't have to fucking talk about this game. Well, I'll tell you after this. It's just like,
but yeah,
talking
it's
about
funny
all the time.
Yeah.
But we literally have a conversation that leads in, like in the car, not even trying to, that will somehow lead into the podcast.
Yeah, and I it's never like the serial killers thing I didn't know about, and the MCU thing I didn't know about.
Well, you also didn't know that Trayvon's a serial killer. Get him. He just stabs you in the neck. He stabs you in the neck really fast. But no, all of them are dog shit as fuck. No, I'm just kidding. We pretty much agreed that like there's a few that stand out that are obviously better than others. There's some that are kind of cheats if you pick it. Like if you pick No Way or what is it?
No Way Home.
No Way Home.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you pick that one, you're cheating because it's just like, of course that's the best one. You know, like of course it has too much going for it to not be the best one. But
I've got to say that my favorite is either Doctor Strange or any of the Doctor Strange movies, or Guardians of the Galaxy.
Until you see this
I like
new
those
one
a lot. I mean, yeah, definitely gonna see the newest one. I've been hearing bad things about it.
Are you serious?
What?
I have like
What
once
the
or
fuck?
twice, but I don't believe it.
But who?
Just the internet.
Stone said it, didn't he? Like he still thought it.
It's just the internet. Just the internet.
Yeah, I hope not, bro. Fuck that. Well, Sam Raimi came for that one.
Yeah,
is doing
he
that
did.
one. So that's why I was
He
like,
did.
oh, this should be a banger.
Yeah, honestly,
Looks great.
I'm excited for that. Thor, Love and Thunder, whatever the fuck.
Probably
I honestly don't give a shit about.
I want to see
But
that
the
too,
thing
though.
is,
I'm kind of
I
excited
thought
about
the same thing about Thor because the first one I was just kind of like, it was alright. It's kind of shitty. It's just like Iron Man, but not done as good.
Mm-hmm.
But then you watch Thor fucking Ragnarok, and you're just like, holy shit, who's doing this one? Because it's fucking like banging the whole time.
But I feel like that was the start of them going and having like the same, we're going to be goofy and have a lot of quips and stuff. And like,
well, Guardians of the Galaxy like started that and like made that like, and they didn't like, not saying they did it shittily. That's like, we just talked about it. That's like one of our favorites. Mm-hmm. But they kind of like started with their like, you can see it where they're like, oh, they like this. They did the thing where they did the thing Hollywood
this is the formula. We got
like,
it.
They think they figured out the formula and they're just like, let's abuse this formula real quick.
Yeah, because
just absolutely beat this fucker to death.
Because honestly, it only really works with certain I guess characters, you know,
if they're that kind of character,
because they have a whole you think about it in Guardians, you have a whole group of people who all have different personalities and shit like that, all four of them existing in the same place. They're gonna feel like friends.
Who's the dude that plays Star-Lord?
Oh, Chris Pratt.
Did Chris Pratt like cheat on his he was married to the chick from Scary Movie, the blonde one. He was married to her and they had a kid, and then I kept hearing something saying that he's like a shitty husband or father. And
I just talked to Sam about this the other day.
I feel like this was
actually.
a situation where one became more popular than the other, and that's why he was like bounced. But it's like, why the fuck would you leave the chick from Scary Movie? She's fine.
Yeah, she is hot as fuck. No, apparently, from what I've
Sam
heard,
dug up.
Yeah,
So,
from looking on Twitter,
folks,
all day,
take it from a grain of salt. This came from Sam's mouth. He probably actually doesn't even watch Marvel movies, but he's making his own comments on it.
He's like, I rated it a 4 on Letterboxd. Absolutely incredible.
He goes, I watched 5 minutes. He posts like posts about liking Marvel stuff, and then when you confront him about it, he's like, "Yeah, I actually only watched 5 minutes of it. And
I've
I
only ever
actually
seen
really-"
Black Panther.
Yeah, he's like, "I watched Black Panther, and that was where I was like, I'm good."
No, but apparently he like made a post about this new wife, and apparently basically was saying like, "Oh, I love our healthy daughter" and stuff, and everyone took it as, "Oh, well, your son has some disability, and you're not saying that you love him." So
that's what it was. I
Yeah,
thought
literally
he
the
actually, I thought
stupidest
he
fucking
said.
thing.
I thought they were saying that he had a daughter with his first wife, and that he talked about his son, and then everyone was like, "You don't have a son, you have a daughter, you piece of shit." That's what I thought.
Oh, it could be reverse, but yeah, basically it was like he didn't mention
his other kid.
Yeah, his other kid that has some kind of disability or illness, and so everyone was like,
"Well,"
what
and I mean, like, good riddance, honestly. If he's
I hope the kid dies. That way you don't have to pay as much then.
Holy shit!
I'm really happy that you picked up the ball because I didn't know if I was ready to take it.
No,
I don't know
Logan's
if I was
gonna
ready
take
to bring
that
the
all
goal.
the way and never drop it again.
I kicked the ball, and Logan was like, "Bitch, I got it. Don't even worry about it."
Goal!
Go.
No, but
Look it up. Info on the thing.
I actually am, and I'm reading here.
He fucks kids, doesn't he?
No, I'm
Not another one. Put him on the board.
No, I think Chris just has really like hot takes about some stuff.
Yeah.
But it says that there were a lot of swirling rumors about him being like unfaithful, which put a really big strain on it. But I'm not seeing anything else.
Honestly, I could see that definitely with, was it Jennifer Lawrence he did a couple movies with?
oh yeah.
That definitely seemed like, at first when I saw them, I was like, are they dating? And then I was like, oh no, he's dating the chick from Scary Movie 3. And I was like, oh, good for her. And then, come to find out, fucking asshole. Chris Pratt.
Pratt
dare you.
falls.
You ever watched Parks and Rec?
Yeah, a little bit. I watched I think like the first two
so
seasons.
Funny. He holds that bitch down. Like a lot of the stuff he does in that is just kind of like off the top of his dome, and it's really funny bloopers for that show.
Yeah. Well, and that's why I'm like, he literally he had like the fat guy's dream. He started off funny, and then he got really skinny and hot, and then he kept like that fame and became an action movie star.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I really haven't watched anything he's been in newish because that movie I saw where he's like fighting robots, I was kind of like, that ain't my.
Oh, the Tomorrow War or something like
or
that.
some
That movie
shit.
was dog shit.
Yeah, I looked at it. As soon as anything involves fighting robots past like 2006, I'm just kind of like, yeah, I'm good.
Well, it was one of the
iRobot banger, Terminator 2, and Terminator 1 banger, and that's like, that should have been it.
yeah. Well,
Ex Machina.
I still haven't seen it.
It's pretty damn good.
Okay.
Pretty damn
But no, I went, and whenever I watched it, because I was at my mom's house and we were trying to find a movie to watch, and we were like, oh, okay, whatever. It's 2.5 hours long, or damn near close to, and it felt like a 4-hour movie.
So it was like the opposite of Batman in every shape and form.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
to
just
see
one of those movies where it's like, oh, a big blockbuster fun. And I'm like, a blockbuster should be like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Like, unless it's like absolutely filled, like it should be in and out, real big, fun, and that's it. And this movie was not. It dragged on.
How was The Northman? How was that?
It was actually really good.
The trailer made it look dog shit.
Yeah.
Which is weird. But then I was sitting here like, what if it's one of those things where the trailer's dog shit, but the movie's fire?
Yeah. I won't spoil it or anything, but basically
Don't
it's
tell
like
me he kills the dude that killed his dad. Come on. Don't spoil that.
I mean,
Oh
no
my
shit.
fucking.
That's literally his whole point in the movie. No, but
Had his back against the wall on that one, boy.
yeah. No, but it starts off kind of slow, and then it gets sort of like
It is an A24, ain't it?
yeah,
Yeah, so-
A24, yeah. Well,
course it's gonna be a little slow.
dude, once like he grows up, because like it starts out with him as a young boy, his dad dies, and then he like leaves and goes like that. But once he actually like becomes older, the first scene that you see him in, he's like raiding a village, and it's like brutal as fuck. I mean, he like sits there and is like fucking cutting people in half, and you just see blood and guts going everywhere, and he's like fucking ripping a dude's ear off like
Horny.
Mike Tyson style.
Not Mike Tyson style.
Yeah, dude, it's pretty fucking good.
I'm just happy to see that America just keeps ripping off shit that's already been done.
Dude,
Vinland
The
Saga.
formula.
Vinland Saga. They saw Vinland Saga and they were like, damn, that banger. But it'd be dope if we just
If
stole
it was American.
Yeah, if it was American.
Yeah, they're like, what if Vinland Saga had Willem Dafoe and Anya Taylor-Joy?
Yeah. Hey, honestly, if I was in the boardroom and they suggested that, I'd been like, you got me.
Like,
You had me at will, like, because I felt like you were going to say William Dafoe, and that was enough for me to green light it. They say Will Smith. I'm like, oh,
You're like, God damn it.
be careful what you say around him. Freak out.
Don't mention his wife.
That blows my mind that... Have we talked about the Will Smith thing at all?
Oh my God.
I feel like it's so old. Like every time that something happens, it's just so old. By the time we finally get involved, to talk about it, it's just like we don't care anymore.
Yeah.
But I just think it's funny, which I mean, this is what everyone thinks is funny, is that this man's like, don't talk about my wife, but then like, listen, man, she blatantly disrespects you on your show.
Exactly.
And
Jada will come out and air you out a couple days later.
Did you see that video where I think I put it on Instagram?
I never wanted to be married with Will in the first place.
Yeah,
my grandma wanted that.
Yeah,
come on.
As soon as she saw that, like, him defending me, which I made him do, we can go ahead and
absolutely
just go ahead and tie the knot on that. Then as soon as she saw that it was like a negative thing, she was like, "Oh, I had nothing to do with it. He's crazy." I thought the joke was funny, actually. I laughed. I went backstage and I was like, "I can't believe my husband hit you." Like she didn't say all that, but you know what I mean. She backtracked.
I didn't mean for that to happen.
Yeah, she backtracked quick, and then she's like, "By the way, I actually never loved Will Smith." And I'm just like, the fact that Will Smith put up with your dusty ass for this, with your "I'm in Gotham" and the Juice. Back at like, I don't even know if she was in the Juice. Is it Don't Be a Menace?
The Juice.
Is it Don't Be a Menace? Is the one she's in?
I honestly,
either way, she's in two fucking movies that I can name off the top of my head.
What last big role that Jada's
I
had?
think she's in Don't Be a Menace, and she's like a girlfriend in that one. Like one of the girlfriends in that one.
I'm trying to think. It's been a while since I've seen the movie. But
Don't say that all those movies look alike to you, because that's fucked up.
That's like the only movie. It's a
no. I was just like the other. Like Juice, and then like
it's because Jada's black.
Yeah.
Yes.
Logan thinks all black people look the same.
Yes.
I can't.
Hey, he said it.
Don't do it.
He said it before we recorded. We're gaslighting him. No, I'm just kidding. No, he did not say that.
Yeah, he did.
Wink.
I did.
You're like, and I'm not sorry about it either.
Oh shit.
No, but it's just like, bitch, like, who are you to Will Smith? Like, the only thing you had going for you is the fact that Will Smith put up with your ass. That was it. And then you were in Gotham, which had one good season.
Dude, Gotham fell off so fucking
one
hard.
good season.
Yeah. No, but I wanted to go back. Don't Be a Menace to Don't Be a Menace to Society or South Central.
Yeah.
Is that?
That's the comedy one. There's another one that's called Don't Be a Menace.
Oh,
see, that's why you don't remember it.
Oh, okay,
so
okay.
That was like around the time where I think like Boys in the Hood came out.
Yeah.
Just like Hollywood does. They were like, "Oh, that's the formula," and then they did "Don't Be a Menace," and then they did "Dead Presidents," which is, you remember "Dead Presidents"?
I never watched that one.
It has so like a dude who just got out of a war. I think it was the Vietnam War. He gets out. And he gets his old war buddies together, and they rob a bank. It's pretty much the premise of the movie.
Oh,
that's why it's called Dead Presidents, because they're stealing money.
Yeah.
But so you ever seen like the white face paint and then the blacked out eyes? And it looks like mime like stuff, but it's not like robbing stuff. That's where that came from.
Oh,
they were all like that in the movie.
Gotcha.
And it has like Chris Tucker in it, I think.
Yeah, because
it's a good fucking movie.
Yeah, I watched Boys in the Hood for the first time 6 months ago, and that.
Timberlands, didn't you? You piece of shit.
She was actually in Scream 2.
Oh yeah, she dies in the very beginning. So
as she should.
She should have. Honestly, recreate that scene at the Oscars.
Magic Mike. She's a Magic Mike.
What is she, the pole?
Fuck, dude. Just let me read. Let me read.
I'm proud
That's
of
it, though. That's all I'm saying. Oh, Madagascar. Wait, Madagascar.
Trayvon, you're like this. I'm still reading. Hold on. And there's like 3 movies that you just, keep swiping like you're looking at for more.
It's just Juice.
It's Juice. Oh, fuck. You click Magic Mike, you're not going to believe this. She actually was the pole.
She was Gloria. Okay. She was Gloria in Madagascar.
Ooh, that's a
Was she really?
Oh,
Yeah.
wait. Wasn't...
Also, Chris Rock was
Chris
in that
Rock,
movie.
I was about to say Chris Rock's the fucking
Ben
zebra.
Stiller, and then I think the guy that played Napoleon Dynamite was the giraffe, wasn't he?
Is he okay? I haven't seen him in a hot minute.
Oh no, it's the guy that plays Ross. Yeah, from Friends. Yeah, David Schwimmer. Man.
I think Jada was really upset about their role back in 2005 that Marty really stole the show, Chris Rock. And so she plotted this day or that day for years.
Are you reading this off your phone as like someone said this, or you think this?
I think this.
Okay, because I was shook and I wanted to know where it was coming from.
I've never put that correlation together, but if so, that is the funniest fucking
Just think about it.
But at the same,
everyone knows that Chris Rock was Marty.
Yeah.
I didn't know she was in that movie at all until I found out she was Gloria.
What her voice even sounded like, but I do remember him being on the beach whenever they first land, and Alex the lion coming up to him, and he's like, "Oh, sugar, honey, iced tea." I remember that in my brain so fucking clearly.
You know what's funny? Her being a toxic bitch is what made her famous, like to everyone. Because if she wasn't, we would just be sitting here like, "Who's Will Smith married to?"
Yeah.
And like, oh, okay. But the only reason why we know who she is because she has that round table show that I saw a clip on Instagram where a chick came on there and she was like, I don't think I'm either a woman or a man. I'm with God. And then she's like, I just think God's so much bigger than, he or she and everyone at the table, which is, I think is like Jada, the daughter, and then like her grandma. They're all like, yes, you're right, girl. That makes sense. I'm sitting here like, what the fuck are you saying right now?
Yeah.
Like, what are you saying? Are you okay? Who hurt you? Because I was just shook.
Will.
Oh, literally the nicest man of all time. How dare he?
Yeah.
But yeah, that show's insane. The fact that I'm still like shook to this day that whole entanglement thing that happened, like that was real. That all played out.
Definitely
and that wasn't
not. Yeah, I just think about like how there was very few people who were just like unproblematic in Hollywood, Will Smith was always that guy on that list.
Just chilling, just mad chilling.
Yeah. And you saw Will Smith, you're like, oh, I love
he's
you.
like, I gotta fight a motherfucker. I just have to.
Yeah, that was definitely a black stain.
But at the same time, he put himself in that fucking boat, which doesn't
absolutely did.
Bro, first off, you can't even say he did it for the kids because they're all except for I think he has like an older son we don't even hear about because I think he was growing up with all the bad shit happening. And he was just like, I'm out.
I'm not.
Yeah, I'm out.
I'm not being here for that.
Out.
Yeah.
Everyone else, all of them, like, okay, well, actually, Willow kind of gets the pass because that new album she dropped was pretty fire. That shit was pretty bad.
I've actually heard it. It's pretty good.
It's just banging.
It's pretty good.
But
I've only heard her on that Red Eye song with Kid Cudi, and that shit is a banger.
Yeah, she's got a good voice. But at the same time, it's like you hear all the things they say, and I'm just like, what kind of fucking house do you live in?
Yeah.
This is just shit that you think in your head that has me shook.
That's why I'm like, I understand like allowing your kids for creative expression, but like Jaden has been fucking insane since he's been like.
She has definitely.
No, Jaden, the son.
Oh well,
Smith.
where do you think that came from?
Yeah.
It was her.
How can
she's
mirrors be
crazy
real
as
if our
fuck,
eyes aren't real?
and she probably fucking like did something with her kids where she was just being like insane. I think I'm not gonna do enough work to look at her fucking show. Because she probably was on there like, yeah, I used to fucking beat my kids with a rake and just some crazy shit. I think I saw a clip where Willow was like saying she used to cut herself, and then her mom was like, really? It's like, no shit, bitch, you're insane. Like, what do you mean?
It's like, you're also her mom. Did you not fucking notice the scars?
Well, there you go. That's how you know she ain't shit. Yeah, wake up. Actually, I feel like a lot of parents don't notice that shit. I mean, I never cut myself, but I mean, we probably know people that have, and then we're sitting here like,
yeah, my stepbrother did. He used to cut himself.
Oh, did they notice?
Yeah, well, he also.
Wait a minute, is he cool with you putting this information out here?
Dude, I haven't talked to him in years.
Yeah, fuck you, dude. We're gaslighting you.
No,
Tell us
That's not what that
secrets.
is, Matt.
Just anything bad, Matt's like, you're a gaslighter.
I'm gonna use that word until it's fucking like just not like it's dead, and we don't ever touch it again as a society, as a whole.
You yourself is gonna get it to that point.
I'm sick of hearing it.
You're like, oh yeah, this guy cut in front of me in line today. He's a gaslighter, toxic piece of shit.
Yeah.
He gaslighted me.
But what were you gonna say?
Oh, but yeah, like he used to cut himself and like, would go and this was back in the day. Do you remember that song, the fucking how could this happen to me?
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry, I can't be perfect. He would like play those songs and like fucking OD on like ibuprofen and fucking
What the fuck? This man is going through the motions.
And you deserved it.
When you listen to like that kind of music and do shit, like if you cut yourself to that, like yeah, you deserve it.
But you know what? That's what made me. I've been thinking about this. This has nothing to do with suicide in any way, shape, or form.
I think we should probably pump the brakes on this subject. I'm gonna be honest.
I think. Well,
Whoa.
on a real note, I
Whoa.
was gonna stray away from that with what I was gonna say, but now let's bring it back in. So, what kind of childhood did your stepbrother?
Yeah.
What kind of childhood? No, I'm just kidding. We're not gonna.
I was about to say.
Logan sitting here like this. I've been waiting to fucking light this bitch up publicly.
Let me fucking tell him.
No, but I was gonna say, I've been thinking about this recently, where I'm like, why is it though when like we're sad or we're angry, we want to listen to music that is the same? Isn't that like weird? Like it's like you would think you would listen to something to get you out of that mood, but when you're like heartbroken or whatever, you're like, nah, put that fucking shit on.
Yeah.
It's like you're like kind of like basking in your own emotion.
I think that's exactly what it is.
That's
you
that's
find
weird
some
as
sort
fuck.
of semblance that someone might feel the same way that
See,
you do.
and that's what I was also thinking. I was like, what if it's because you're hearing someone else sing about the similar shit, and then you realize that it wasn't just you that felt this way, and there's more people to it.
Yeah, that's
really
why like
fucking-
a lot of people comment on like on YouTube like, "Oh my god, this song made me stop cutting myself or made me stop
I also
doing
have a
pills.
song. It's on my SoundCloud. To give it a listen.
Yeah.
I know what Call back to Filthy Frank.
I stopped ODing on ibuprofen after this."
You will not let your brother go, son. What did he do? What did he do to you?
I don't know what to say.
I can't
Trayvon
say it on the
was there.
podcast.
Was that the trip that y'all went on that I wasn't a part of? Did that all happen then?
Homie, we went to Kissimmee. Where are you getting this trip?
I'm just fucking around.
Matt's secretly hurt.
I'm really mad.
He's honestly just forgotten everything after that miscarriage that really tore him apart.
Oh, fuck. I remember when that happened to Logan's stepbrother, and that's where the ibuprofen came into play.
He took it to get rid of the pain.
Anyway, I'm looking at some Jaden Smith tweets
Oh, fuck.
Oh, we had to go all the way back.
I bet.
to get away from it for just a second. And-
Hold on. How bad is it that what we were talking about, that Jada Smith was an easier topic to fucking go back to?
He's got one right here. I'm going to read it to you guys. Jaden posted on March 20th, 2015 at 6:14 p.m. That moment when peeing feels so good you start crying. What the fuck is wrong with this man?
Oh,
God
fuck.
damn it.
Okay, so what else tweets did we see?
Okay, I'll go back, actually. There was another one. I quoted them, how can mirrors be real if our eyes aren't real already? So I can't do that.
That has been
That one's
like
honestly the
abused, and that motherfucker was hung up for everyone to watch in the city.
Let me see.
And now he's getting lit up because people think because he's talking about. Remember when he was like on some fucking show and he was just like,
here
when
we
I was
go.
growing up, I couldn't hang out with other kids because they were playing, like pretty much is what he was saying. And he was just like, why can't we talk about the world and what's going on? Have you seen that?
Oh, yeah.
That's the new one. People are just like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro?
They wanted to talk about Spider-Man. I want to talk about
Yeah.
taxes.
Yeah.
My favorite, and actually I just read this one again. This was September 12th, 2013 at 7:23 at night. So he was in his feelings. Probably
Oh,
himself in the
crying,
room
boy. Had the weekend blast. And
while Jada was beating the shit out of Wolf downstairs. But it says, if newborn babies could speak, they would be the most intelligent beings on planet Earth.
Oh, yeah. I have read
he
that
needs to
too.
put down the fucking joint. I don't even be thinking about some shit like
All
that.
right, Jaden. All right, Jaden.
And then at the same time, it's like, not saying that famous people can't talk about problems that we have going on in life. Like, you know what I mean? Like, everyone's voiced their opinion, but it's like, you are so disconnected
You are absolutely out of
from
touch.
what we deal with on a daily basis to what you deal with. Like, I wouldn't get up and be like, God, being rich is so hard. You want to hear me saying that because I have no fucking idea. And also, you're rich. Like, shut the fuck up.
Also, you're
like
rich.
half the job's already done right there. Now you just got to worry about your personal happiness. You ain't got to even struggle. You already figured out the struggling part.
I do think it, going back to the whole disconnect thing, I think a lot of it also boils down to how big of a disconnect there was in the very beginning. Because, like, if someone like, I don't know, like Will Smith were to start doing this shit, like, you know, he was pretty personable from the get, and that's why it's so much sadder. But when it's something like, you know, Bjork, who has always been fucking weird.
Who?
No, exactly. Like Bjork is like a.
He comes in. I'm like, oh, you're a weird fucker.
It's a woman.
It's a woman.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, she's like a artsy kind of weird singer that was big in the 90s and early 2000s. But like
bangers.
A few actually.
Yeah,
a few.
Sing a line.
I actually don't know that much music.
And I'm not gonna sing for you, so I'm sorry.
I actually can't.
When we get that Patreon up,
I'm not gonna.
if we ever get the Patreon up, we'll sing more.
We'll have Trayvon sing.
Yeah.
I really want Trayvon to sing.
But him
I
like
could do
not
some
trying.
50s, you know. I could do 50s and 20s. So if you guys wanna,
He just starts singing the blues. I'm sitting here like, God damn.
God damn.
Shit hitting, boy. Give him the guitar.
No, but I agree in general. It's a little harder for you to be talking about. Well, I don't know what Jaden Smith was necessarily talking about, but
That man was
Trying to
thinking
get
about babies a
philosophical.
little too hard.
trying to get philosophical about things that are happening in the world when you're not there. You've never been there. You never will be.
Yeah.
It leaves a bad taste in your mouth whenever you start reading stuff like that.
Yeah. Because then you're sitting here being like,
Wow.
bitch, like,
You
who
don't
the
fucking
fuck
yeah.
do you? I'm
What
over
are you
here. I
trying to get
can't
at
afford a fucking apartment right now. Why are you even talking?
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, that's why I'm also sitting here like, how bad did you like? Yeah, you probably grew up in a shitty house, but like, you could have grown up in a shitty house and then also not been rich.
Mm-hmm.
So shut the fuck up. Okay, that's my hot take on it.
That's not a hot take at all.
You're like, everyone agrees.
Everyone
Oh
agrees.
shit.
We're in the icebox right now.
Yeah. Damn, what else was I gonna tie into that too? I was just thinking about it. Y'all go for a bit. I'm gonna try to remember what I was gonna say.
I'll go for a bit.
Yeah.
Y'all
yeah.
keep roasting on that man real fast for me, and I'll.
Honestly, I've never liked Jaden Smith. I've never liked any of his music. I've never liked any like acting role he's done. Really, like I honestly
Karate Kid
think
was okay.
I was gonna say when I was like
You thought the Karate Kid was
however
a
old I
banger, huh?
was,
You thought that
Karate
shit was
Kid was kind
bussin'.
of cool.
Yeah.
And I watched it again probably like a year later, maybe 6 months, maybe 3 months, and I was like, wow, this movie's dog shit. But Jackie Chan definitely carried that whole movie.
yeah.
He really
I
did.
watched After Earth in theaters, and let me tell you, that movie is still fucking dog shit.
I took a glimpse at a trailer, and I was like, yeah, I'm good. I'm not even gonna give that one a chance.
Yeah, well, because me and my buddy Chris went to go watch it, and literally the entire time we were both looking at each other like, what the fuck is going on right now? Like, the biggest thing, regardless of the actual story, the thing was like, Premius Rex or whatever Will Smith's like role is. He's like, you can have no fear. You gotta go and do, you know, blah blah blah. And it's like, what the fuck are we talking about?
Well, the whole movie is actually figuring out a way to be just like Will's wife emotionally.
I
You have to cut all emotion.
The monsters in the movie is a representation of Jada, and so that's how Will Smith is able to get around it.
Yeah,
why
he's
able
like, I
do
gotta
the
cut
part.
all emotion.
Yeah, I've got to cut all emotion and not show any fear as she goes to attack me.
Yeah, as she records me while I'm in my house trying to relax.
Oh wait, did that happen?
I think I saw a video where she was like trying to make him like promote something about her show, and he's just like, obviously you see that he's like in his house.
Yeah, I don't know if it was that specifically, but there was another part where he was just like, I don't want to be a part of it. Don't involve me with your podcast anymore, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Good on him if that did happen.
I mean, I can't even say good on him because that's so small, and everything he's already like.
We
like,
all have to
let
take
happen and
very small
accepted.
steps
Yeah.
to fill the big shoes of others.
Yeah.
Bro, that was
And in that case, we gotta get away from Jada.
Yeah, that man's a size 6, and he's trying to fit into some size 20s. That's a
He's gonna have to
fact.
step around a lot.
Them shits are
He's gonna
huge.
step around a lot.
Oh, I guess the other thing we could talk about is this whole abortion thing that's been going on. Seeing how everyone wants to get loud about that.
The only thing that we should be feeling is like it's nothing to do with us.
Yeah.
Really.
Well,
that's
see,
just-
this is what I think, though. I don't give a fuck what any person. I already said it. You already know how I am. I don't give a fuck what you do. Don't do this. Don't look at me like I'm about to say some off the wall shit. The thing that makes me mad is that it's so obvious that this is a thing that like media and people are holding over. Look at this shit. There's other shit going on. You know what I mean? Like, you know, as soon as you, I know, but I know, but that's why when people like talk about it around me, I'm just like, I don't care because I know that's bait. You know what I mean? Like,
That's
I don't
fair.
care about that
Russia
shit.
is still fucking around with Ukraine, and Johnny Depp and Amber Heard came around, and once people were like, "All right, Amber, you might be a little fucking crazy," you know?
Yeah, just a little.
And they're like getting away from that, maybe, but I feel like it's definitely something that we should pay attention to. You know, not necessarily.
But then at the same time, it's like, how much can you do by even paying attention to it?
Yeah, true. I mean. They are going to do whatever the fuck they want to do.
It is one of those issues where it's like, no matter how much we may fucking like talk about it, and like everyone I know is like, the overturning is bullshit, but regardless, it's like we have no say in the matter.
Yeah,
it's just like it just goes to show like how little and we as a people can really go and contribute towards like a major contributing like law or case.
And that's just like where I'm at now. Like I've been like getting jaded on that kind of shit over the years, and I'm just like, I don't give a fuck. Like if
you've been Jada,
I've been with Jada.
Anyway,
Entanglement Part 2. I'm dropping the diss track, even though I like Will. I gotta drop the diss track on him because he hit my boy Chris. But no, I've just been so disconnected from caring about shit that I know. Like you can just tell. Like once you pick up, like I feel like once you realize like the little key fucking like clues to make you realize like, oh shit, like this actually is just something that's getting hung in front of us because other shit's going on and they don't want us to pay attention to it. It's hard to give a fuck anymore because you know what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But this is like an important thing. It's not like the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp case.
I know it's important, but all of us getting mad and arguing about it isn't really going to change it. You know what I mean? Like, unless you go do a petition, but then even then, I'm like, do petitions even fucking work?
I wonder if this is going to be a situation wherein, I mean, as you just mentioned, I think everyone pretty much knows too, or has experienced that there's a lot of outrage about it. Everyone's fucking angry that the old crusty 70-year-olds in the Senate are like really touching shit they don't need to be.
And they touch kids.
Yeah, stuff they don't need to be touching, you know?
Yeah, like the kids.
Specifically the kids and abortion laws, but you know, I wonder if this is going to be a situation where like Americans, after this is already done and over with, are like, wow, we actually don't contribute anything at all. There's no control over our government whatsoever because these old 70-year-olds. Well, yeah, I mean, absolutely. I think I'm just saying, no, I think it's gonna be a situation.
It just makes me mad because you get around people that want to talk about it, and then you can tell they're trying to feel you out to like see what you think.
Like tiptoe.
And then the answer of you don't care isn't good enough. Yeah. So they want to like coast you into trying to make an argument about it, and I'm just like, bro, leave me the fuck. Like, I can say without a doubt, I'm genuinely like in life happy. So why would I even want to start trying to get mad about some shit I know I can't control or try to fix?
It might be more that they're looking for empathy in you.
Well, I don't have it.
You're barking up the wrong tree.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about your problem.
Care.
Not in America.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it's that we're getting older or what the case is, but I've noticed a lot more recently that it's becoming a bigger thing that people are just like, oh, our country's way more fucked.
See, the thing is, I just like it clicked in my head, and I just put the fucking finger on the pulse, and I realized what it is. Gotta stop fucking kids, bro. You just got to do it. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. That's not
that should be a thing.
That's not what I was gonna even say.
I don't want to go and dismiss that. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually almost was just like,
Anyway,
like obviously stop doing that. But it's the media and everyone wants to paint everything like it's a black or white situation. Like there is no gray. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna tell you this right now, just from experiences I had, and like all of us probably disagree. Literally nothing in life is black or white other than like don't fuck kids and don't like abuse people and don't like manipulate people. Like that's pretty black and white cut dry.
That's pretty much yeah.
And then everything else is just mixed. Like there is no like when I hear people say like we gotta defund the police, I'm like, are you fucking? Do you understand what would happen? Like the people that say that are the ones that are like doing the protest, being like, cops, can you protect us? These guys are bothering us. It's like, do you not even realize how stupid that even looks just by watching it play out with my own eyeballs?
Yeah, I don't agree with like defunding the police.
Do I think
we should put more into training?
Yeah.
You know, having personality tests or having different criteria set up.
But sitting here saying like all black people
Take
do
all the money
this,
away.
all cops do that,
That's
all
fucking
white
stupid.
people do this. As soon
You
as
gotta
someone
stop
starts talking
generalizing.
like that, I'm just
I
like,
agree.
don't talk to me, bro.
I agree.
Because
And I don't
you're
care.
fucking dumb.
I don't care who
and
it
I just
comes
don't even
from.
want to hear your side.
I don't care who it comes from at all. I don't want to hear that shit.
But honestly, what kind of sucks is that by not opening a line of dialogue with those people, they're just going to keep thinking that way.
The problem is it's like an echo chamber effect. You know, all of their friends that they surround themselves with are going to be feeling that same exact way. So even if you have a really good conversation with someone, they're going to go home and be like, hey, I talked to this guy about this and this today. They'll be like, wow, that guy's a fucking idiot because of this and this and this.
Like,
And,
And
you're right. Fuck
you know
that
what
guy.
I've
He told me
realized?
that I was wrong and I
know
was
what
right.
I realize is that life is so much better, like literally so much better when you can just like, because I even do it in class sometimes. Like these are people that I don't particularly agree with stuff, but we talk. Like, we just have a conversation about it. And even though he doesn't think that way, I just go, well, that's fine. This is what I think. And then we're like, yeah, I see what you're saying. And that's the only way you're going to fix problems.
Yeah.
I watched this dude that Joe Rogan had on his podcast. It was I don't remember his name. He's a black guy, but what he does is that
You're talking about the Vice thing?
is it where he talks to Klansmen and he makes them stop being Klansmen?
Oh yeah.
I was
gonna actually bring that up. Yeah.
so good. It was so good, and I was really sitting here like, this is the answer, folks. Like I felt like I literally grabbed, like I was watching a video where I'm like, this is the answer to our problems right here. We figured it's right here. Like I could go into any room. Doesn't matter what the problem is, and I could just be like, hey, look, found how to fix it. This one video describes it. Talk to them. Listen to them. Go, okay, I see what you're saying. Don't yell at them. Don't freak out. Just go, okay. But think about this. Boom. Now he's thinking. Now he's like, oh, this guy didn't jump down my throat. Now he's making me think. What the fuck?
He wants to hear what I have to say about
Yeah.
it. And sometimes, actually, when you open that line of dialogue that Matt had mentioned, they kind of think about what they're about to say, and then in their brain they're like, wow.
And then they start second guessing.
That's kind of fucking wild.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't feel that way.
Exactly. And it's just like, fuck, man, why can't we just talk about shit? Why does it always seem like it got to be left, right, we got sides? Like, I'm just like, everyone, at the end of the day, everyone's a fucking human being. You know what I mean? And no one's idea or what they think should ever be put across, like, above. We're all human beings at the end of the day. We all got jobs. We all have shit to do. We have loved ones. Like, everyone's a fucking human being. You know what I mean? So it's like, why would you be like, oh, I'm going to attack this guy because he thinks something else? At the end of the day, he's fucking another person, bro. You know what I mean? Like, just be like, okay, dude, I don't agree with you. Bye. And then you move on with your fucking life instead of sitting there getting fucking mad about it.
We did it, folks. We cured racism.
They cured racism. It's like this comes up, and it's like politicians across the board have said they will stop fucking kids.
They're like, the bussy ain't even that sweet.
They start dragging Hollywood like pedophiles in by the bucket loads. They turn themselves in.
No, they talk to them and they're like, you know what? Maybe
You're right.
raping
Maybe I
kids
shouldn't
is
fuck
okay.
kids.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Hold on. Wait, what did you say?
Because you're saying like that's the cure to all problems is going and talking to them. So they're like, I'm attracted to minors, and you're like, maybe we should.
Oh no, we got to shoot those people. I'm happy you said something because I would have definitely not even thought about those guys. No, they got to be shot, or they got to be like, hey, just don't do it. And they're like, okay, we won't. Like that's the only way you stop that.
Yeah. No, I mean,
because
obvious
reasons.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, like that's still something. I try to go and see like both sides on everything, but that's one thing where I'm like,
oh, okay, you're good.
Yeah,
I didn't know where you were about to take it. I was sitting here like, we doing this? We're really gonna say some
talk,
crazy
you know?
shit.
like,
Trayvon's sitting here recording on stuff just in case.
calling 911.
The audio's lost.
Yeah,
It got corrupted. I don't know.
The lost tapes. We
No.
do a compilation of all the stuff we have to cut. That's really fucked up.
Oh god,
That's
dude.
the day they bring us all in. They be bringing us all in.
I'm pointing fingers.
Honestly, like so far it was just that
James
one
sells
thing.
us
like,
out. James is in there talking to
damn
the
it,
cops.
James.
He's like, yeah, they all said this and that.
They all said they want to rape kids.
Yeah. We're like, James,
I
you
didn't
weren't
say
even
that.
there at the podcast.
Did not.
Yeah. Well, we did start off the last podcast talking about like Hillary
Don't do
Clinton.
this again. We're about to do it again. Don't.
That's why I'm like, God damn it, I don't want to always like go back to that subject.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
All right, we're not talking about Cumtown anymore.
Yeah.
But I will
But
say,
a shout out if they want to do a collab, I would be down.
Yeah, we fly up to
Thursday
New York.
Boots. Let me know. Oh fuck, we need to do a plug for Joey's beard oil.
Oh yeah,
I almost forgot about that.
Do you have a?
No, I don't have a
anything you want me
beard.
to read? No, of course you have a beard. But it would probably look better if you used Joey's beard oil.
We do. It's an actual video ad where I'm like we're rubbing that shit in our beards, and then we're like
We'll cut that in somewhere.
in each other's beards, and we're shirtless. It like slowly starts going down to our chest hairs, and it's just like Joey's beard oil. I don't actually know what the company's.
I think it's
called.
called Joe Gross. As a matter of
Okay,
fact.
that
I'm gonna look
shit's
it up
actually
though
pretty fire.
while we
like
talk
super
about it.
sexual and it's like
Joe Gross.
For the boys. Step back, women. It's the boys' turn.
time to get your beards nice and sensual. And it's like
Get a friend. Get a friend involved.
Yeah, and it's like rubbing all of our beards, and then we like look into the camera, and then it's like Joe Gross.
The camera pans into right where all of the beard hair on our chin. We push them together, and it causes like a blacking effect, and that is where the transition leads to the title.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say
Joe
like on the
Gross.
tip of our beards, and all of the oil just drips off, and then it like drips into the title card, and that's how it makes it.
It drips onto James, and he's laying on the floor shirtless, like lands on his face, and he starts rubbing it in.
I don't even think he has a beard.
Because he's a fucking pussy.
Whoa.
Hot take on James. No, I'm just kidding. I fuck with James heavy. He's a good boy.
Yeah. Is that why you bring him up every 2 seconds? Him and Cody?
I want to fuck them both.
Fine.
Now they know. No, but, you know.
Yeah,
Joey did a lot of fucking hyping up of our show. So
Yeah,
I figured we'd give a little shout out.
Yeah,
If
thank you so much,
whoever-
man.
There's nothing that I can read off.
Joey, what the fuck, man?
I was trying to find
you,
something so I could,
Joey,
like, read
I
it
know
back
we
to
didn't tell you we were
everyone,
going to do this, but you dropped the fucking ball on that one, my
Yeah,
boy.
dude, we're helping
I mean,
you out.
The man made the...
I don't think he needs our help.
Yeah.
But you know,
Yeah,
bag
like-
fumbled still.
Yeah, no, that I
the dude learned how to make this shit by himself.
Yeah,
so, I mean,
and
like,
he-
this
he
isn't a
seems like-
fucking, this is a guy this is a normal man.
yeah,
with a
and
normal
he seems
beard.
like he's doing like really
Man
good
of the
with
people.
it. So that's why I'm like, really happy that, people that we know are actually making their own businesses
Yeah.
and doing shit.
We'll put a link. We'll do it. Well, I guess not we, but if you could, put his
I
link
was
in there.
gonna say,
to his
Matt, you're gonna
website.
do it?
I have beard oil, but when it runs out, I'll probably buy some. Of
Yeah,
Joey's
well,
shit for
and that was the
sure.
whole thing was I was going to go and reach out to him, but
You wanted that discount.
No,
I know, I'm
Yeah, I
just
had to wait. I'm like, fuck, I need to make a podcast to go and get an ad.
Yeah.
But no, I was going to go and
Well, guess
order
what,
some from him,
Joey?
too.
Now your beard oil is contributed to rape jokes and kids.
I'm gonna
You're
let that hang for a bit.
There are 3 people in this podcast, and we all have different ideas. Me and Logan are on the same page on this one.
No,
We're letting
hold
Matt-
on. Hold on.
Matt
Don't
holds
do
all
this.
that 100%.
Don't turn this joke I was just making into a serious thing. To be fair, that's what we were talking about before we talked about Joey's beard oil, so.
Yeah, no, I mean, going off on small businesses shout outs, I also want to shout out my boy Gavin for getting his clothing line. I know he got the LLC, but
That shit called The Gap?
the what?
The Gap? No.
What the fuck are you, why'd you bring up the Gap?
Because his name's Gab. Isn't that fucking
It's Gavin with a V.
Oh, well,
Yeah, not Gabin with a B.
I'm calling him Gappin from now on.
Gapping. No, but he went. He seems like he's making new clothes and doing all that. And I'm really proud of you, bud. And yeah, just wanted to give a shout out to that and go buy clothes from him.
What does he sell? What kind of
He
clothes?
sells like shirts and hoodies and sweatpants and all that. The name of the brand is Stop Sleepin', and you can follow him on Instagram. Fuck, take over for me, Trayvon.
I love how unprepared it feels. Only
It
because it
always
feels
does.
very
That's-
real. You know
that's
what I'm
how-
saying? It's
how you
fine
know
though.
it's sincere.
It's fine. Yeah. Where's your phone at though? All right. I guess we'll talk over while Logan. He seems to have found it as he searches.
Just play music while we look. Just play music like it's
We need some elevator music. Yeah.
Yeah, we get.
Actually, yeah. I mean, if you guys are
What are you
if you
putting
have
what the
anyone
actual
engaging
website
at
is
this certain
out loud, or
point.
is that what you're
Yeah, so the name of it on Instagram is just Stop Sleeping and then _LLC. So, go check it out. Buy some shirts, buy some clothing. Always support your local businesses. And I also want to give a quick little shout out to our friend Mabry Anderson and her art page Cherry Gunk. She did a nice art rendition of My Girlfriend's Two Dogs and got it in. And
this
gave
one
her the
was
gift.
scripted, wasn't it? There's a lot more effort into that one than the other two. You're like,
He just had to memorize.
you're like,
We'll leave links in the description though for
yeah. I was
to
about
make
to
it
say we
a
don't have
little
to find
easier.
them. I mean, yeah, she does draw some dope ass shit. And if I didn't already have my wall filled with too many fucking like pictures and shit, I would put
have
another one
like
up, but
that little chain or leather face in the corner. I got that from her, and I have I think one or two other art things that she did. But I also
we lost one, boys.
fuck yeah, Trayvon lost a leg.
Wait a minute, are we at an hour yet?
No, I think we're getting right around.
Okay.
Actually, because it says 182. But I think that's just for like the bars, which it measures in like.
Well, we can go on a little longer if we want to, because so we can like make up for shit we cut out.
Yeah.
Keep that
I'm
out.
not cutting anything out, man.
Oh fuck!
We're keeping it all.
Listen, if anything I've said I want to cut out stays in, I'm gonna start gaslighting the fuck out of both of you.
Again, doesn't know what that means.
I'm gonna know. I don't know what it means, but I'm gonna do bad shit with it. I'm gonna start digging, boy.
Yeah. No, but yeah. Anything else you guys want to go on?
Oh, did our little plugs for things, and you know what, guys, you better pay us for doing this. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we better get fucking discounts.
I'm trying to think. I don't really think I had too much. What are you looking at? Look in the group chat.
Ooh, that was a good sign.
See, I don't even look at my phone because I know if I open that group chat, I'm gonna have to look too far, like too
It's
much
just-
into it.
No, there's nothing. To
You're
even
talking
talk
about Cody's toe,
There's
huh?
nothing to talk about. It's all right.
Talking about Cody's small ass big toe. That shit still makes me
Leave him
laugh how
alone.
small his toe is.
Leave him alone. Leave him alone. It's fine.
Do you have a crush on Cody, man?
Yes.
Fair enough.
All right. Moving on. Man, I don't really think.
I mean, it seems like we're hitting a wall. We can just.
I mean, we could cut out this part where we hit a wall and then just wherever the.
Yeah, we'll just be like, fuck, what are we talking for 5 minutes, and then later on bring it back.
Yeah.
I do feel like we discussed a lot.
Yeah.
I was literally just about to talk about Saturday's plans, and I was like, why the fuck would
Yeah, why would they
I
care
do
about
that
that
right now?
Yeah, sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, what about the group chat, and then I'm like, oh yeah, no one else is gonna fucking know who these people are.
Yeah, I mean, if we like talk about it like in passing, then it's fine. Yeah. But I mean, if I was looking at Cody's picture because he keeps talking about, he keeps sending us fucking like his selfies that he's gonna post for his profile picture. I don't want to spend the next 20 minutes.
I was about to say,
ragging on the guy.
I was about to say, let's not do this to him.
Yeah, no.
Then he's gonna be like, oh, it was a party.
Yeah, he'll never send another one, but it won't be in the way that we want him to not send another
Yeah.
one.
I'll cut it to where you were saying like I would rather be seen as a racist than a blank. I'm gonna go and have it to where it seems like Cody would rather be seen as a.
No, it would actually be funny if you were to like mute Matt for that like little section of it, and then use like a voice, like a
text
robot
reader,
voice. You know?
Oh yeah.
You do a robot
and
voice.
I like to touch boys and girls.
And then you cut it and you go, God damn, Matt, what the fuck?
Whoa.
Whoa, dude, come on. So I mean, it's kind of like we don't really got anything going on too much.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I think that's good then.
All right. Yeah.
Let's wrap it up. We'll cut